Hi kids! Welcome to TeaFairy Storytime. Today we're celebrating holidays, specifically Christmas, because the two books that author Sylva Fae sent to me are both about Christmas. But we want to wish you guys happy holidays no matter what you celebrate. The first book that we have today is called The Littlest Owl's Christmas Rescue by Sylva Fae. And the second book that we will be sharing is Messy Christmas by Sylva Fae. And our friend Holly, the elf, will be reading it to us. I'm going to read the first one, but first, I wanted to show you all my little gnome friends. Oops, let's put that in a safe place. I have one that's resting, and I have one that has a silly umbrella, and there's two others here that they've got long white beards. I have a girl gnome. She's a cook. She's got a spoon. You see her braids? And we have her partner, who is a boy gnome. And he has a spoon too. Look at his long white beard. And they both have holly leaves and berries on their costumes. Aren't they cute? You guys hear my jingle bells? Jingle bells make me think of Christmas and winter and horses. We've got gnomes all over our Christmas tree. There's one there. And I have some gnomes on this side of me next to the fireplace. See this little gnome here? And this little gnome here? And the lovely fireplace. Oh, it's so warm. Do you guys like sitting next to a fireplace and getting all warm and cozy? One of my favorite things to do around a fireplace is to make s'mores. Do you guys like making s'mores? Do you know what s'mores are? They're made of graham crackers and chocolate and marshmallows. Some people put strawberries on their s'mores. They sound delicious. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. Are you guys ready for our story? I am. Today I'm reading The Littlest Owl's Christmas Rescue by author Sylva Fae. Thank you, Sylva, for sending us so many wonderful books this season. I love sharing your work. The Littlest Owl's Christmas Rescue by Sylva Fae. I need to push my glasses up a little bit. There we go. And it has a list of other books by Sylva Fae as well. It was Christmas Eve on the little farm. Lolly was so excited. Christmas was her favorite time of the year. The last of the customers had left wishing her a cheery, happy Christmas, and the farm was locked up for the holidays. Just one last thing to do before I go home to my lovely family, Lolly said to herself as she set off across the yard to check all the animals and birds, that they were tucked up snug and warm for the night. Do you guys see the animals? There's an owl and a robin and a fox. And it looks like another little robin over here. Good night, dear, Lolly called as she closed the gate to the field. I put extra straw in your hut to keep you warm. The quiet deer bowed their heads and nodded a silent thank you. Do you see all the deers? High above, the littlest owl quickly flew back to her cage before Lolly noticed that she was missing. Do you guys see the geese flying? Look at those big antlers. Good night, owls, Lolly called as she made sure that their cages were safely closed up for the night. Hoo-hoo, called back the owls. Thank you. The littlest owl called back her thank you and watched until Lolly passed by. Then she quietly sneaked out through the hole in the back of the cage. She was free to visit her friends, providing that she was back by dawn. Look how silly they are with their heads turned upside down. Can you guys do that? I don't think that humans can do that. Santa hair is in my mouth. You guys get hair in your mouth? The littlest owl watched as Lolly called, "Good night, llamas," and checked their gate was latched. The llamas hung their heads over the fence so Lolly could give them a last nose rub. Lenny Llama chewed on his stick and nodded goodbye. There's Lenny Llama. Thank you, they hummed as Lolly stroked each one in turn. I love llamas. Aren't they cute? They're all different colors. Lolly shooed the pigs back into the shed and checked that they had enough snuggly straw. Good night, pigs, she called as she closed the shed door. Grunt, grunt, thank you, snorted the pigs. The littlest owl watched, quietly, hidden in the straw. Where's the littlest owl? Do you see him? He's over here, hiding in the straw. Finally, Lolly sprinkled birdseed on the snowy ground, unaware that the littlest owl was following her. Good night, little birdies. I don't want you to be hungry over Christmas while I'm gone. Cheep, cheep, thank you, chirped the birds in the trees behind the farm. Look at all the birds. I could spend hours telling you what all the birds are, but I think that this one down here looks like it's a kiwi bird. Maybe it's not. I don't know. There's a crow and a robin, and there's the geese again. I love geese. I think I said that already, didn't I? The littlest owl watched as Lolly locked the door to the farm shop. She listened as Lolly hummed a Christmas tune and paused to look at the beautiful scene before them. The snowy fields beneath the farm glistened under the moon and the stars. The littlest owl silently glided over the fields and the dark sea. Lights from the nearby towns twinkled in the distance, nestled at the foot of the rocky hills. The littlest owl loved her home, but tonight it felt extra magical. I love it when the starry nights and the winter snow and the Christmas lights are all around, don't you? The littlest owl stopped to chat with Lenny Llama. Together they watched the snow falling, covering the farm. The pair nodded goodbye to Lolly as she got into her car. Instead of seeing the blue car drive off down the lane, it skipped and stopped. The engine growled as the car jerked about in the snow, but it didn't drive away. I'm stuck! How will I get home in time for Christmas? That's what it says here, too. Lolly called out to Lenny. Look, there's Lenny the llama with his stick, and there's the littlest owl. Lenny quickly woke his brothers, who were snoozing in the snow. Lolly's stuck and she can't get home. We need to help her. But how? The llamas watched Lolly stomp through the snow back to the farm shop. They thought quietly, but llamas are not very good at coming up with ideas or making plans. Let's call a farm meeting, the littlest owl finally said. What a smart little owl. The littlest owl bounced on the gate until the latch lifted. Allowing the gate to swing open, the llamas ran around gathering all of the animals and birds to the farm meeting, explaining the problem as they went. What if the deer and the llamas dig away all the snow, suggested the pigs. Can the owls fly Lolly home, suggested Lenny Llama. Can the pigs push the car down the hill, suggested the deer. Those are all silly solutions, but at least they're trying. One by one, the animals and birds made their suggestions, but they couldn't agree on the best way to help Lolly. Each one argued that their idea was the best. The littlest owl quietly wandered away from the crowd. She'd seen something strange. Look up there, the littlest owl said, gazing upward. But the other animals continued to argue loudly. Everyone, shh, she shouted in the loudest voice. Look in the sky. What is it, you guys? What do you see? Do you see it? It looks like Santa Claus. There he is. The llamas stared at the strange sight above them. The deer scampered off in fright to hide behind the trees, and the pigs snorted out giggles. But the littlest owl leapt up and down excitedly. She had a plan. Quick, my brothers and sisters, we need to catch the red man and his magic flying deer. He might help Lolly get back home. The owls took flight, calling to the flying deer to turn around. Hoo-hoo, we need you. Hoo-hoo, turn around. Look at all the owls trying to get Santa's attention. Or, as Lolly calls it, the red man. The deer crept back out from the trees once they realized the strange flying things were only reindeer. They hurriedly explained to them how poor Lolly was stuck in the snow and couldn't get home to her family. Then the reindeer explained to Santa, and Santa nodded, making the pigs giggle at his bouncing snowy beard. "I think we need a little magic," he said, and sprinkled some sparkling dust over the animals. Santa magic, it's special. As the magic dust settled, the animals and birds realized they could understand what the man in the red suit was saying, and all shouted out at once. "Whoa! Hold on a minute. One at a time," Santa said. "Now, whose plan is this?" The pigs pushed the littlest owl to the front. "My reindeer can easily manage to pull the car behind the sleigh. Now, for one night only, you will be able to speak to Lolly. Go tell her the plan while we fly over to meet her. And don't worry, we'll soon have her home for Christmas." Oops. The animals and birds crowded around Lolly, eager to speak to her while they had this magical chance. Each animal thanked her for her kindness and excitedly told her how they'd helped in the rescue. Lolly hugged and stroked each creature finally. It was the littlest owl's turn, and Lolly gave her an extra special cuddle. "Thank you all. You have made this the best Christmas ever. Now, make sure you're all back in your fields and cages before dawn. Merry Christmas." Look, there's Lolly's car being pulled by Santa Claus. And so, on that one special night, Lolly made it home for Christmas, all thanks to the littlest owl and a sprinkling of magic dust. And look, the littlest owl has a Santa hat on. How cute is that? This story was inspired by a real farm by the sea in North Wales. Some of you may guess which one. In the story, Lolly looks after all the animals, but on the real farm, the animals and birds are cared for by many lovely people. If you would visit a farm with a friendly lady in the gift shop, a llama who likes to chew sticks, deer running in the fields, and cages of owls behind the play area, go find the littlest owl and say hello. She might still have some of Santa's magic dust. If you'd enjoyed this story and loved the pictures too, please make an author happy and leave a short review. And then there's a little bit about the author and the publisher. And that, my friends, is The Littlest Owl's Christmas Rescue. And now I have some pictures of some owls that are here in Greenbelt. You guys ready?
Hi everyone, Holly the Elf here. I'm wishing you a happy holidays, whichever holidays you celebrate, and even to our friends who don't celebrate any particular winter holidays. I am going to read this book here called Messy Christmas. It's by our friend Sylva Fae, and it looks like they're having a really good time. Hey, this elf has a hat just like mine. Jingle, jingle. And he has little booties that make jingle sounds. Can you hear my booties? All right, Messy Christmas by Sylva Fae. Said the cat on the mat to the elf on the shelf, "All this sitting around is no good for my health." Said the elf on the shelf to the cat on the mat, "Let's go cause some mischief. We're so good at that." So the cat on the mat leapt right onto the shelf. "Quick, jump on my back," he said to the elf. Wow, I wonder where they're going to go. The cat took a leap with the elf holding tight. They knocked over the tree, all twinkling and bright. Oh no. They shook the tree branches till baubles fell down. What a mess they created. The family will frown. But the elf and the cat had lots more to do, more mischief to make before this night was through. The cat popped balloons with sharp, pointy claws, while the mischievous elf emptied all of the drawers. Then into the kitchen, the cat and elf ran. They emptied the flour bag and turned on the fan. What a mess. Sang the elf to the cat, "The day has begun. Take me back to my shelf. Our mischief is done." Oh, wow. Look at the mess they've made. Kind of looks like snow. "Same time tomorrow," said the cat to the elf. "Mayhem and mischief is good for my health." And that's the end. And if you've enjoyed this story and love the pictures too, please make an author happy and leave a short review. And this book, this page here, is about Sylva Fae. She's from England. And if you're interested in learning more about her, you can go to sylvafae.co.uk. Thank you for reading with me. Have a great day.
There you are, all you pretty sleeping, dreaming doggies, all so cute curled up in a ball. Now bring your dream over here. It's Moggy Dogflower, your fairy dog mother, and I have something important to tell you. You know it's getting cold outside. Some of you even have snow to play in. And pretty soon it's going to be Christmas. I know the 1-year-olds are all going, "What's Christmas?" I'll show you. Your two-leggeds are going to put up Christmas trees like this. You have to be careful and not knock them down. And your two legs are going to start cooking some food that smells so good. It's a wonderful time of the year. And then, this is what I'm here to tell you about. See this guy? He's going to come to your house. And the important part is, he's going to come at night when everybody's asleep. And We can't bark at him. Not at all. Let me explain it to you. We don't bark at Santa Claus. We don't bark at Santa Claus. We don't bark at Santa Claus 'cause he's our friend. Listen very carefully. Sit and stay and you will see. He'll put presents round the tree and leave again. Christmas Eve is dark and deep. We must let the children sleep. Not a yip and not a peep at Santa Claus. When we hear each reindeer hoof, tap, tap, tapping on the roof, we don't yip and we don't poof. It's Santa Claus. We don't bark at Santa Claus. We don't bark at Santa Claus. We don't bark at Santa Claus, 'cause he's our friend. Good doggies.
Guys, did you guys have fun? I've had so much fun celebrating Christmas with you guys. I hope that you guys all have a really good holiday season, no matter what you celebrate, be it Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or Christmas or solstice, or maybe you don't celebrate, and that's okay too. We just want to wish you guys all a happy December. See you real soon.